You guys can start seeing peel. And we're going to make that slit on that little extra piece. Again, this is just leftover piece from our first set. But if you order 2 sets, I got a feeling everything will be perfect for you. And that way you don't have to worry about any shortage. Not only that, not shortage, but add on more, right? So let me make sure this is fragile. I don't want to rip it, especially the edges, right? So I'm going to start here in the middle. I'm going to start here. There we go. And just work my way off of it. Little by little. Luckily this thing is on sort of painted surface where it's not so rough. So that's why it's coming off pretty easy. Very nice, got that. Alright, so just do it slowly. You don't want to rip your material. Alright. I do really precisionally. You can see here from the very top. See if I can flex this so you guys can see. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take it really nice and slow. See, some of them wants to really come off. There you go. If I pull from the side like this, it gives a little bit more body support. So that's what I'll do. We're almost there. The last thing you want to do is rip your piece here because I don't have a spare piece. I ordered another set. It should be coming. It's from a different brand. I'm going to try out different brands. The reason why is I want to give you guys an unbiased opinion. By the way, everything you guys see here that I'm putting on, none of it is sponsored. I actually pay for these full price on Amazon. The link, the same link that you guys will click on. So check it out. Okay, so let's see here. Should we lift this up and make it go in? No, we should cap it. Let it be able to sit comfortably when it's actually compressed back in. I'm thinking, if I do it for this slit, why not do it for the other slit too, right? All right, so here we go. See, this is the slit right here I'm talking about. Right here. So if we were to cut a little slit right here, almost a good, I would say not that much, maybe a good, probably less than a few centimeters, right? But then we'll have something be flapping, I believe. But then again, let's see how it closes. Just kind of get a rough idea. Oh, this thing goes all the way up anyway. It can cover completely. So this one should have no problem there. So we don't have to create a slit for this one. In fact, this is just a little extra, but we don't have to create a slit. But this one, however, will expose. So we do want to create a slit for this one right here in the very lower part. But this one doesn't have to. This thing right here, this guy can sit comfortably wherever he's at. So let me go and finish pretty much. See if I can place this guy here. Or let me see if I can roll down the window and have you guys hang out, really hang out in the window. There I am in my garage. Alright, so here we go. Oh yeah, this will work. That's what I love about this tripod is has a rubber foot so you guys can get up close view. Look at this. I feel like a movie director now. Zooming in and up close. It's not action packed, but trying. I'm still learning to edit. Alright, so let me see if I can get most of the door view so you guys can see it. Alright, almost there. Okay. The struggle is real. No, it's super fun doing this. I mean, especially in the downtime we have here. You know, keep yourself active so your mind is sane. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, I did order from Amazon, and usually I have Prime membership, gets there the next day. Unfortunately, they're sending out the most priority things, and which I'm not going to be, you know, being hard on them. So if you order some of this stuff, it might not get to you until 2 weeks during this epidemic, coronavirus. So just want to let you guys know. Expect some delay, but at the same time, you guys learn all my little tips and tricks. So that's kind of a good thing, right? Okay, so there we go. Kind of reconfirming everything. Pressing it. There's no PPF here to worry about from behind, so that's kind of nice. This thing can, you want it to almost come naturally, so if this thing flexes down, just don't want this thing to rub on top of it, preventing it from going all the way down. Alright, give it a good squeeze. Bottom part is where it's going to get a little bit trickier because we're going to have to make do. We have a little enough slack here to cover this. It's only like missing about maybe 2 inches of extra slack, and it's going to be perfect for what we're needing to do. Lucky this thing is still sticky, huh? Oh, I was gonna get some alcohol. What am I doing, Mike? Alright. It's actually already sticky enough. I think we just need to clean the lower side then. Alright, so we'll just leave this alone. Better not peel it. It's already there. Alright, so let me go ahead and get to this little section here. This one, that little bend curve here is one that gave me trouble last time. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure that it's actually on the surface area, not on a non-surface area. We're almost there. Nice. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna cut enough. Oh, let me. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting here. Not sure you can see me. I'm lifting it, letting it curve much as it wants inside. In fact, I'm pushing some more slack up. So it's forcing this thing to curve up. And then actually you want to get it to the edge as possible almost, because it's going to give you a little bit more slack. It comes forward like this so more, so it actually creates a better closure than it wasn't. So that's actually, I can do it for all of them actually. Yeah. Make sure of that though. I think this is where your most vulnerable spots are. The rest is going to be sealed by the, most of the time it's going to be sealed by the other one. So I'm just giving a quick rub down again like I did last time. Hopefully this one's a permanent rub down. Should be permanent now because we're not planning to adjust this anymore. This should be the final. Okay, you might want to move it if you don't feel like it's gripping any surface. That's what I just did there for this little guy right here. And now you should be able to, let's see. You should be able to bend like this and not see any kind of glue pieces. If you start seeing glue pieces, lift it up. Like this one right here is not really sticking so well. You can also get some adhesive spray, but I wouldn't recommend it right now. I think it should be good. If you need to, again, get some 94 primer promoter, and it'll lock that sucker in. I'm glad we didn't lock it in yet, because I did want to move it down a little bit. So, all right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a little piece. What we need here. Okay. So let me go and get the pair of scissors, and we're gonna trim it from a little bit of the scraps that we have left of our pretty much our B pillar here. So we have one piece left. You remember we took half of it and we made it for the trunk add-on. We made it for the trunk here. This one right here. So we took one of these pieces and just pretty much gave it half and half. So now we're taking one of these pieces here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a slit, and we're gonna be able to put that little fill in here and make it go all the way further to the bottom. So, and then first of all, we're gonna clean with alcohol. So let's do that. Let me open this while I got the other side as well. So let's go ahead and do the other side as well. Just give it alignment. The Z one's pretty easy to install. I ordered another set for the A pillar as well. We're gonna redo that one. I'll show you how bad that one is. That was from a previous kit, by the way. And that's what I was telling you. I could tell when there's a good quality kit. And this thing is a good quality kit because they give you specific different shapes. You know, big P, small P, D. They give you big D, and then the other ones just give you a D all over the place. And it's like, really? I mean, they even put a D here. They'll put a D there. I'm like, you know, the shape of a D doesn't do the good job for all its situation. It did a great job for the hood, and I don't know yet, but we're going to try to install that big D. We ordered another one of the kit coming in, and we're going to see if actually it'll do better for the trunk. Some more extra areas there for the trunk lining, so we'll find out as soon as it gets here. It's going to be a little delay in shipping, and we got here pretty much tomorrow, but in your case, you'll see it still. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm giving an indent burn again. Yeah, that last indent burn really did a great job. It actually kept it tightly on there. This is the challenging part here. And just to see that right here, where it shows exposed. This is what I see that. If it shows exposed like this right here, you don't want that, right? So what you want to do is you want to lift it off and adjust it. If it needs to go in more, or however the case, because it's not gripping a solid surface. Maybe it goes back here a little bit, and just want to tug it like this. See that? You won't be able to see any more of it. That's what you really want. So if it shows, then you're moving into a space. Unfortunately, you want to bring it out as much as possible without, you know, the reason why this thing won't pop out. You want to able to lift above this, so it's kind of a double-edged sword here. You want to go in enough where it touches more surface, but at the same time, you don't want to be hidden. So there we go. Just kind of play around, get a feel for what. Okay, we're almost there at the very bottom of this, and we're gonna cut like a. Look like it's gonna need about 1.5 inches or 2 inch to make it further down. Probably 2 inch. Down here, that way you guys can see it better. So this is it. These are great. They're much more thicker and they last a little bit longer. You can probably cover a lot more than that little small thing I got from the doctor's office. This one again is in the link description below. You can order packs of them. Alright, so there we go. We're cleaning it. Clean the areas that we're going to work around. Okay, let's go and take care of the other side as well. It's not that much. Oh yeah, that's why I want to show you guys too, the A-pillar one. See the A-pillar one, the one I didn't know how to reach this down. It's gonna be now easier for me to do next time because I knew I can go inside and actually press it. I didn't realize that. I was only putting it on where I felt like I can pressure it with my finger. Because this door jamb here, I thought that was in the way. I'm like, how the heck did people force their finger in here? So I was only able to get enough where I can pressure here, but now I realize that you can actually just press it pretty nicely if you come from this side of it. So right there. So we'll clean that as well. When we get the other sealed in anyway, we'll probably replace that whole one anyway. It's nice, I didn't mind. I went all the way up to curvature up here a little bit, and then I cut a little slit right there. And I think what I'll do next time is actually use some painter's tape to hold in place for a while, train it, because if you look at it, it starts sliding back. And that's probably from me pulling it. That might be the thing. But yeah, so this is ready. We're going to go and cut this right now. The other side looks a bit worse because it slides so far I had to pull it back. And when I pulled it back, I killed the adhesive part. You can see here, the only thing why it's holding it in shape like this is because it's been pressed on there so long, but you can see how bad this is. Now again, this is from the other kit. You can see it, they use some kind of, you know, I don't know. They're really sticky here. So this is not the best, but we'll see. All right, so we're bringing it. We have like a couple more attempts because we have to do the other side too, so we gotta be careful. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure. There we go. Awesome. All right, so we got our little slit there. Now what we want to do is we're going to cut an opening where the adhesive would have gone because we need to make sure we have clearance. So this clearance right here looks approximately about, we're going down all the way. Yeah, this is good. Looks approximately about 1 inch. I want to say about 1/2 inch up. So it's quite a bit. We have to actually cut a clearance. So this is probably 1/2 inch for sure. 1/2 inch I estimate it to be right here. Because you got to take in mind also the bottom level. So there we go. You'll cut that. You'll actually have to cut it out completely. There's no way of wrapping it around there, I don't think. Because this is such a thicker material to work with. So we're going to do it this way. And we're going to see if we need to go higher a little bit. It might be a really complete 1/2 inch, I believe. Okay, so this is it. You'll have this. And then you can pretty much save room for the other guy. And let's see here. This is hugging it, which is perfect. That's what we want. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and do our pasting, peel, and seal. Nice, nice. See that? One long string right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and paste it. All right, there we go. We couldn't use the other one as an example, but I'm going to save this little piece here because we will use it for the next example. Well, it's going to vary too, by the way, so we probably can't, but we're going to go and peel this guy off. And he's ready to be sticked. And now we pretty much covered thoroughly. It doesn't look too tacky. I'm thinking if the other set comes, I'll probably change up the trunk add-on seal as well, make it all the way fully, because I'll have more access to work with, right? So you can see here how I'm putting it in. I'm sort of like plating it here. So I'll come in and I'll wedge it. I'll dig it in, and then I'll also try to flex it and go up back. Not pressing it yet until I get a good firm confirmation. If it looks good here as well, then I'll give it a good. This one's gonna, again, it's gonna play. We can trim it later, that's fine. And if it's too much pressure here where this thing is not allowing it to, you know, reset back, then yeah, you definitely want to move. Okay, I think it's good here. Yep, I didn't think we could do it, but I think we did it. There we go. We just added on the little extra closing binder there. Alright, now we're going to see how practical it is for usage. See that? When it flexes, it might come out like this. That's the part where I didn't care for. But I think we cut it well, but I don't want to leave a gap either, so I'd rather have it tightly rubbed like this than being exposed to the elements. So, and besides, it's going to be closed up most likely. This really bottom part here is going to close it up. So let's go and close it and see. There you go. A nice coverage. You don't see any kind of a gap in the middle. By the way, this is not a, see that? It rubs right off. I hate seeing it and then you guys thinking it might be a scrape. But yeah, look at that. See right there? It rubs off. Now let's see how practicality when we open the door. Well, this door is no concern. This door is not going to interfere with that rubber. But you can see here, this actually helps make the rubber go back and flush itself. So that's kind of a good thing actually. Let's see here. Okay, so this is just a floater here, meaning it has no adhesive in the backing. The only adhesive part is going to be this guy here. Okay, so we want to make sure. So this one's, you can close it all day long, open it all day long, but what really counts is, let's say this one's closed, and we're going to actually open this guy. By the way, this is looking fabulous. I love this door seal. I mean, they really did a great job in thinking about this. And this is where the other P is coming from, the smoother P I call it. The other one was like more of a square P, more of a boxy P. And that's only used for the front door lining. See, it's used for this one right here. I call this the boxy P. Or you could say like the digital number 9. See that? That's the digital number 9. It's only used for the lower part. I don't know why they probably thought of it that way. And then this one has the smoother number 9, where it's more curvature around. See that difference? There's no boxed in number 9. I call this the analog. Okay, so going back here. Oh, we just opened and closing it, and it actually still. Let's see. See if it interferes, does anything funky. It creates a little drag look. Right there, you can see there. And then it pushes. So what that means is we're gonna have to trim it a little bit. That's all. Gotta take it and trim it just a little bit here. You can see there, it creates a little drag look. Like it's not being able to press in right there. I guess so, that's what it probably needs. And then it starts taking different shapes and turns. So you can see there from the side. It's kind of biting his lip because there's no adhesive to actually help reinforce it. So I'm not sure this might work well or not. not, then we just created more of a gap for ourselves. But that's okay. Worst come to worst, we could do the other way too. I mean, we could just put it back to where it was normally. But I think, I got a feeling if we shorten it a little bit, we could probably get away with it. So let me do that. Okay, let's go ahead and open this. Oh, actually, no. This is, see that? It keeps on wanting to gap it. This is weird. It actually turns this guy around, huh? See this right here? Look at that. It digs into right here. Look. That's not a good thing for us. Situation handle is because it was so dry, the rubber. It kind of pushed it out like this. You see here. It's causing it a little bit, but it's like forcing it out a little bit like that. So you can just get a little lube on there, and that will solve your problem. There. I just use this one or whatever is laying around. Or you can even use oil. Here, I'll show you. Marvel Mystery Oil. There we go. This thing will just keep it. You can just dab your finger in there. That's it, really. Just what's on your finger is enough for you to do the whole seal. Marvel Mysteries Oil. It smells, oh, it smells good too. It smells like some kind of like, oh, I don't know what it's called, peppermint, like men's aftershave or something. I think they did that purposely, targeting that. So all you do is just get some on your finger and just lay it on there. And this will prevent it from drying up, for one thing, you know, keeping the rubber sealed. This is what we use it for, to actually seal the O-rings on our GY6 engine. Now we're putting it on the Tesla. So I use some of this mystery oil seal. Okay, watch it now. You guys will see in a little bit. Okay. There we go. That doesn't have any more effect on this, no more. So you can use some of that mystery motor oil. I wouldn't recommend using anything like granola oil, because there's rodents that might think that's food, and they'll start chewing up your rubber because you pretty much laced it with something that they're so accustomed to. So there you go. That's one tidbit for you. How to pretty much, if you don't have enough slack, you could actually, or you prefer, you know, to have one piece, you could take it all the way down a little bit inch here and move it all the way to the very bottom and just cut that little slit like we did earlier, and that should solve your problem. It's like your passenger will open the door all the way, and when they do come all the way, the rubber seal is resetting. It wants to dig, but it can't because it's slippery. That's the idea of that one. So let's check the other one, shall we? Let's see how this one's doing. Oh, little bugs are flying. Good timing. When I open my door, they all decide to come out. Okay, so you can see here some of the adhesive is exposed, and that's not really what I care for. See right there? So what that tells me is, we can see this one's also exposed, so we gotta move it in more. There's not surface for it to grip. There we go. All you gotta do is just lift for the backing of it. There we go. It's going to create a little curvature, but it's what we have to do in order to make it stay. There's our little piece here. That one's okay, but we can move it in a little bit more. So just peel and reapply. There we go. That should stay now. Good deal. Okay, give it an Indian rub. I call it Indian rub. You guys can call it whatever you want. It's just like, just coming from the back. Give it a good pressure. One more back down. Hear that? So you see or hear all that little stretch mark. All right, so this is almost set in place. All right, there we go. There we go. Should do it. See, we need to put some. So this one does. So this one's starting to pop out again. So do the same thing. Let's go get a little bit some of that mystery oil. Show them how it's done. Pretty much a little dab in your finger should be plenty. Okay. Shake the excess stuff off. You don't need that much. There we go. Just coat that rubber on there. You can go all the way down if you want to. Give it, if you have a little excessive, just kind of scoot your way down. There we go. Just let that oil do all the work. Put the lube you want. Yep. Just putting lotion on a cracked skin, that's all it is doing. That way it won't dry. Now let's do the test again. There we go. Final test again. If you know, I noticed actually there's no more dirt that usually gets flown in here other than what's here before we sealed it. So we'll see how this one goes now. This is part 2 test. Let me go get a cloth to clean all these areas up. Probably just get this cloth here. All right, so we'll do a test. We'll make sure all this area is clean before usually dirt gets packed in here, right? So this is gonna be clean now, entirely clean. And you'll guys see if I use the car in 24 hours, how is it? So I'm just gonna clean all the areas here, keep it debris. Shouldn't have any more. And usually when you get mud splat, they come all over here, like right here. They never cease to not come all the way out here, and it just annoys me. Because I'm thinking, why would it not? Well, this seal only protects from within. So we finally have the external seal now, near the border. That way dust does not get in so easily. You can see that? Clean it right now. Look at that. So we want to make sure that it gets off. That way we can really test to see if it's bringing new dirt or it's just the old one moving around. So we want to clean off all the old ones possible. That way we know we did it. And it's clean. Great, this is Michael from NCY Store. I'll catch you guys next time in the next video. Peace.